Hi, I'm Dick Howell, founder of Double Edge Self-Defense in Asheville, North Carolina. You can find us at doubleedgeselfdefense.com. In our class, along with other aspects of their training, I have been encouraging students to examine current affairs and legal issues that might impact their understanding and progress. The Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman murder case out of Florida is one such example. I think it'll be a pivotal case well into the future. Here are some of my personal thoughts, and my students had others. That's a good thing. Here we go. When is the Trayvon Martin case going to trial? It already has. We, the jury, are sitting in judgment daily. The pundits, attorneys, editorialists, and talk show hosts are pitching away between commercial breaks to sway opinion. They know that the end of anything hinges on the beginning. I have no doubt the courtroom trial will be revealing, if not riveting, but the potency of evidence will be secondary to our preconceptions, prepaid in the media. So conjecture and soft research are fair game, and I'm all in. Alfred Hitchcock once said something to the effect that a gun shown in the first act must go off in the second act. Of course, he's discussing screenwriting finesse. But the observation does provide another approach to analyze the Trayvon Martin shooting. During the Watergate saga, we were advised to follow the money. Concerning the Martin case, I say follow the gun. If there's a gun on the scene is all about the gun. For starters, here's my brain on guns. We respect guns as efficient, labor-saving killing devices. Call it fear. As reflected in our society's current laws, we prefer the weapon be concealed because we prefer not to know which brains nor how many among us are lethally armed. Zimmerman was wary when moving about his neighborhood for sure, and insecure concerning his safety and his environment overall. Conclusion? Zimmerman feels safer with a weapon strapped on. He is comforted, if not empowered. He wears his gun, and I quote, everywhere except work, end quote. Guns emerge from concealment when the wary sense they are threatened. Guns show up when there's a need to dominate in a confrontation, hopefully to predict the outcome. Otherwise, why tote it? Here's gun display options. The gun, still holstered, is presented. A jacket, t-shirt lifted for effect. That's one. Here's another. The gun is drawn, but not pointed to target for effect. Here's another. The gun is drawn and aimed with intent for effect. Now for some application. According to current testimony, Martin fled from near Zimmerman's vehicle and secured a hiding place among the apartments. Shortly thereafter, Martin moved from the darkness to confront Zimmerman. If so, why? He could have been safely back in the condo. Was he curious about Zimmerman's intentions? Was he a young man posturing, a willful standing to ground? Was he confronting to impress his girlfriend Dee Dee during their final phone chat? I don't know. We may never know, if only. But when two young men, when they went eye to eye in frontal, my little bit of understanding of human nature says the gun dictated all subsequent motivations. The gun empowers the brain. It demands to be showcased. It is the muse of violent momentum. I submit that Zimmerman was not fumbling for a pocketed cell phone as he testified. At the very least, he was intimidating Martin with the gun sneak peek, the gotcha move. I would say, no, you've got a problem. This was the exact plot moment where that line fits in this gunplay reality scene. If machismo propelled Martin to reappear, it vaporized when he saw the gun. His subconscious primal wiring signaled gun, lethal intent. So Hitchcock was correct. Hitchcock understood raw escalation. A shot fired was inevitable in this adrenalized cascade. The intervening chaotic struggle was to keep the gun holstered or prevent Zimmerman from rotating it to target. Zimmerman was surprised by Martin's strength, not to mention his intent to survive. Zimmerman was taking hits, maybe body weight driven shoulders, elbows, slashing his head onto the concrete, onto the sidewalk as he testified. But both men were in a fight for life. But there was one remarkable distinction. Zimmerman knows the posse is on the way. He made the call. Martin knows of no such lifeline. He is panicked. He is screaming for his life. Then the screaming was shot. In summary, follow the gun. Zimmerman will continue to totally disregard the weapon's role, insisting Martin was suddenly about to unholster it. This storyline maximizes Zimmerman's victimization, his justification for lethal self-defense. It does not play for me. F.LEE Bailey once said that a murder case is seldom clean and tidy. Nevertheless, there has never been such an opportunity for the public to explore this untainted submission of testimonies and crime data. Do your own analysis. Do the Columbo. Own the facts as best can. Here's some crime data to continue tracking. Preliminary voice recordings analysis suggests the screams were not Zimmerman. Voice analysis of Martin is needed. More details concerning Martin's injuries are needed, including the thoroughness of the autopsy report. Finally, the consistency and value of eyewitness reports. Thanks for your time. Do some digging. More later. Take care.